All right, what's going on? We are going to do a little bit more testing here on this new Lucas Oil Road dirt layout here. This time we're in the trucks. So we're going to do two different little sessions, just a few laps each, get an idea how they run. And first up, we're going to do the full spec Pro 2 truck, and then we'll do the Pro 4s after. For anybody else that wants to check this out, one thing to note is you need to go in here into your setups, go to the official setups, and you're going to want to use this one right here, the Wheatland Road. That is what the Lucas Oil Speedway is. It's Wheatland, at least within the iRacing stuff. They go like that's where it's located. That's the name of the town. So just so you know, go in there, Wheatland Road. That's the default setup, and that's the one that all the fixed races will be running as well. So that's where you want to do your testing from. Anyway, so we got that. Apply that, make sure it's in there. Now let's head on out and see how these Pro Trucks run. If you saw my other video, you know we've already tested it with the new cross car. I might come back and revisit that one because I did discover after the fact there is a separate setup for the off-road tracks. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy around here. For some reason, the steering is a little heavier than normal. Wow, a lot of front end lift.
We have damage.
Alright. So we're gonna have to make note of that front end. Jesus, that's that's going well so far. Alright, let's reset, try this again.
Your tyres are cold, watch out.
Alright, this time we're gonna lift off the gas a little bit earlier to help kick that nose down. Much better.
We have damage.
This is going great so far. Alright, this is track we're gonna have to be a lot more careful on, I think, in general. Because this is, wow, this is really a lot tougher than some of the other tracks we run so far. I'm really curious what the Pro 4s are going to be like around here now, because this is a lot more iffy than I expected it to be.
Your lap time was 1:30.2.
It's like a lot of the tracks that we run at, or have already, I should say, you don't have to be that careful on the jumps, outside of making sure you get proper attitude for the landing. Here seems to be a lot more to it than that. That's better. Gotta have to figure out what the speed and
62
pattern
times
is for there. That's definitely not right. coming down nose heavy there is definitely going to be a problem. End up breaking something eventually.
That lap was a 118.9. That's your quickest lap.
Alright, let's try this again. Try to get a little better jump here. Ouch. One thing I did notice too is the cameras don't work on this track yet. They forgot to apparently set cameras up. I almost wonder if we just need to go faster through there instead of slower. Yeah, the whoops are definitely the trickiest part of this whole track, I think. The rest of it's just a matter of timing and getting the speed right for these jumps.
0.5, slower than your best.
Nope, speed's not the answer there. Alright. We'll do one more lap after this, see if we can get something to work there. Otherwise, I'd say that's going to be the trickiest part of this whole track. Then we'll come back in the Pro 4 and try it with it, see if we can get that one to work here a little better. The rest of the track, really not too big a deal. Too much speed. Yeah, I think you just got to kind of go slow through there to make it work. Alright, I'll do one more since we got a better whoops section.
That was 119.2.
And that last one,
off your best.
see if we can string together a decent lap with a good whoop section. But needless to say, we're going to definitely need to be putting in a lot of extra practice in on this track going forward.
Sector 1 is 0.7, slower than your best.
Whoa! Alright, do not get too far to the right. It will kick you sideways. think that might be the key through these sections here. Just take it slow. I know I said that this one was going to be the last one, but I think we really need to take one more. We're putting some pieces together here and really getting this figured out. So a little lift.
That was a 119.8.
A little dab of
63
brake.
times quick.
Down a gear. Back down again. A little lift over the hill. Back down. Back up. Get the acceleration.
Sector
Stay
1 to
away from the
10.8.
edge. Better. Little brake. Slide her up.
Sector 2 is 2/10 off your
Staying
best.
in second gear. Down the first, little dab of throttle, get the rotation. Get it again. Start in third gear into the corner. Drop to second. Back up to third. Alright.
You've just done a 118.6. Sector 3 time is fast.
Okay. If we're getting it figured out, still got a ways to go yet, but kind of gives you an idea for those of you watching.
Front right,
Some kind of an
97%.
idea
Right rear,
of
92.
what we're looking at here. We'll do the chase view real quick here for anybody who wants to see it. For that last lap. I mean, most of this is pretty standard fare. I mean, it ain't no different than driving any of the other tracks we've got. The exceptions being the whoops. And these bigger jumps happen to manage your speed over them a little bit more than what has been typical. Just hurling the truck over it seems to be a bad idea. And I think it's going to be an even bigger problem with the Pro 4 when we get into it. Alright, and that's it. So, we'll go ahead and cut her here, and when I get back here in a second, we will be in the Pro 4 trucks. And we'll give her another shot from that. See you in a second. Alright, man, we're back. Back in the Pro 4 now. So let's get this out. And give her a shot. Yeah. A little readjustment here in my seat. Alright, let's go. Man, you can really, after being in the Pro 2 to jump straight into the Pro 4, you can feel all that extra weight in these things. Whoa! Okay, don't lift.
Got damage.
Lifting, bad idea. It really kicks the nose down in this one. Way more than it does in the other tracks. So that's pretty wild.
You got cold old tyres. We need to get some heat into them.
About half throttle seems to be the ticket.
We've got damage.
Oh, we're gonna break it again. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to be extra careful around here in this thing.
We have damage.
Good Lord. Man. Yeah, these are gonna be hard around here. I'm gonna be very curious to see where the really fast guys are at with these things. You know, the Thad Countrymans and Adam McAfee, guys like that. God, still lifted too much. Jesus. Yeah, I think getting a race here, especially with lower I-rated drivers, it's gonna be a bit of a disaster.
That lap was at 17.6. That's your fastest lap today.
Because this is a way more technical track than really anything else. At least as far as the pro truck stuff. I almost feel like you need to hit the brakes and slow down before you even get to that thing.
Sector 2 time is okay.
Way too fast. Came in way too late.
Your lap time was on 17.2. That's your fastest lap. Sector 1 time is good.
Yeah, I think that's better there. Lift a little earlier. Oh.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off your best. That lap time was 1:17.1. Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
Oh, thought I was gonna hit the tire for a second.
Sector 1 is 0.2 off your best.
Damn, that's gonna kill a lot of drivers.
Sector 2 time is good. That lap time was 1:17.8. You're now 0.7, slower than your best.
Alright, let's see if we can get a good lap here. Look, taking everything we've learned in. Let's see if we can apply it.
Sector 2 time is good.
I actually lost a bunch of time trying to do it what's felt like the right way.
That was a 1:18.0. Sector 3 is a second off your best. .2 off your best in Sector 1. Your Sector 2 time is quick.
Alright, let's reset the truck.
You've just done a 1:18.7. That puts you
See if
1.6 seconds off your best.
maybe we broke something. Or maybe, well, not broke, but damaged something up to slow us down.
tyre temps are all good. Sector 1 is a tenth off your best. There's damage.
God damn.
Your lap time was at 1:16.8. Sector 3 times
A little
okay.
faster.
Sector 1 times okay.
God damn it. Yeah, that's gonna be the hardest part, is just getting the attitude right. And then this part here,
Sector 2 time is okay.
I'm definitely doing some things wrong in those spots. Alright, last lap.
Your last lap time was at 1:17.2. Sector 3 is 0.9 off your best. Sector 1 is quick.
That's better. That's better. We're getting there. We're figuring her out.
That last lap was at 1:17.5. Sector 3 is 0.9 off your
Alright.
best.
Well, 116, so I don't know if that's any good or not yet. The match probably not the best. Let's we'll watch the fast lap from the chase cam, and we'll call it a day. Some weird effects coming off the grass there. I think this track has a few bugs. We got the camera issue, and then apparently when we go off-road, it looks like paper confetti. instead of grass. Weird. Yeah, I think it's one of those deals where if you're real careful over the jumps in a race, the people who just freaking kamikaze over them, you'll probably be able to set yourself up for some passes after the fact, or they'll just break their trucks. But this is one of those tracks where it's not just going to be raw speed. You're going to have to figure out how to manage your speed. And that's something I obviously need to continue working on, but this is kind of a good little taste of what we can expect going into this season. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, by all means, please like, subscribe, comment, all that kind of stuff down below. It's very much appreciated. And until next time, y'all have a good one. See you later.